Welcome to Joshua Stories. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you're facing challenges that seem insurmountable? It's a familiar feeling, isn't it? That knot in the stomach, the clouded mind, the heavy heart. We've all been there at some point or the other, grappling with obstacles that seem far too to overcome. This is not a modern phenomenon. Centuries ago, in the heart of a battlefield, a warrior named Arjuna faced a similar daunting challenge. His story and the wisdom imparted to him is captured in the Bhagavad Gita, an ancient Indian text that continues to guide millions around the world. The Gita, as it's often called, contains a sloka, a verse, that specifically addresses these moments of overwhelming challenge. It's a verse that speaks to the heart, clears the mind, and emboldens the spirit. It's a verse that echoes across time, as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. In the Bhagavad Gita, a particular sloka addresses this very scenario. The sloka in question is Pashyaitam Pandu Putranam Acharya Mahatim Chamum Vyudam Drupada Putrena Tava Shishyena Dimata. This sloka from the Bhagavad Gita translates to, "Behold, O teacher, this mighty army of the sons of Pandu, arrayed by the wise son of Drupada, your skillful disciple." It's a line spoken by Duryodhana, the eldest of the Kauravas, to his guru Dronacharya, just before the epic battle of Kurukshetra begins. The context? It's the start of the Bhagavad Gita's first chapter, where Duryodhana, filled with anxiety, is describing the Pandava army to his teacher. He points out that the army has been strategically arranged by Drishtadyumna, the son of Drupada, who happens to be Dronacharya's own disciple. It's a pivotal moment, setting the scene for the epic dialogue between Arjuna and Krishna that follows. But what's the deeper meaning? Well, Duryodhana's words reflect his fear and insecurity. He's trying to unsettle Dronacharya, reminding him that he's about to fight against his own students. It's a psychological game, a tactic to sow seeds of doubt and confusion. This sloka isn't just a historical statement, it's a mirror into our own lives. How often do we, like Duryodhana, let fear cloud our judgment? How often do we manipulate situations and people out of insecurity? It's a reminder to be aware of our actions, to not let fear and anxiety dictate our decisions. And what about Dronacharya? His predicament is also relatable. He's torn between duty and personal relationships, a struggle we all face in different ways. Do we choose loyalty to our job or to our loved ones? Do we pick professional commitments over personal ties? It's a question that's as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. So you see, this sloka, though set in an ancient era, resonates with our present-day dilemmas. It's a timeless piece of wisdom, a lesson in courage and integrity, a call to rise above fear and make decisions based on our inner truth. This sloka, though ancient, has profound implications for our modern lives. Imagine you're at work and you're handed a project that seems impossible. You feel a knot in your stomach, your palms start to sweat, and your mind is racing with thoughts of doubt and fear. This, my friends, is your battlefield. Now, let's delve into the ancient wisdom of Bhagavad Gita. The sloka we're focusing on is Pashyaitam Pandu Putranam Acharya Mahatim Chamum Vyudam Drupada Putrena Tava Shishyena Dimata. In this verse, Dronacharya, the teacher of the mighty Pandavas, is asked to observe the vast army arranged by his intelligent disciple, Drupada's son. Here, the battlefield is symbolic of life's challenges, and the warriors represent the inner conflicts we face daily. In our scenario, the project is the battlefield, and the doubts and fears are the warriors we need to conquer. The sloka advocates facing challenges with wisdom and courage. Let's translate this into our scenario. Wisdom here can be interpreted as your knowledge, skills, and past experiences. These are your weapons. Use them to strategize, plan, and execute your project. But what about courage? Courage in this context is not the absence of fear, but the ability to continue despite it. The project may seem daunting, but remember, it's okay to feel fear. Acknowledge it, but don't let it paralyze you. Instead, let it motivate you to move forward. As you work on the project, challenges may arise, and that's okay. It's part of the process. When they do, remember the sloka. Stand firm, use your wisdom, and face the challenges head-on with courage. And what if you fail? Well, the Bhagavad Gita teaches us that success and failure are part and parcel of life. they are merely outcomes of the actions we take. So whether you succeed or fail, what matters is that you gave it your best shot. Just like in the sloka, you too can face your battle with wisdom and courage. Remember, each challenge is an opportunity for growth and learning. So embrace it, face it, and conquer it. Let's say you're struggling with a personal obstacle, like a fear or a bad habit. We all have our own battles to fight, our own mountains to climb. These personal obstacles can sometimes feel insurmountable, just like the mighty army that Arjuna faced on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Now, let's look at the sloka. Pashyaitam Panduputranam Acharya Mahatim Chamum Vyudam Drupada Putrena Tava Shishyana Dimata. This verse from the Bhagavad Gita translates to, "Behold, O teacher, this mighty army of the sons of Pandu, arrayed by your wise disciple, the son of Drupada." Arjuna faced a great army, but his real battle was within himself. Similarly, our personal obstacles may seem external, but they are really about the internal battles we wage within our minds. The Bhagavad Gita teaches us to confront these fears head-on, just like Arjuna did on the battlefield. It encourages us to face our fears, to confront our obstacles, and to overcome them. It tells us that we are capable of more than we think, that we have the strength to rise above our challenges. This mirrors the teachings of modern psychology. Cognitive behavioral therapy, for example, suggests that we can change our behavior by changing our thinking patterns. It encourages us to confront our fears, to challenge our negative thoughts, and to replace them with positive ones. Similarly, the Bhagavad Gita encourages us to change our perspective, to see our obstacles as opportunities for growth. It tells us that we have the power to transform our fears into courage, our obstacles into stepping stones, and our failures into successes. So, next time you face a personal obstacle, remember Arjuna. Remember that you too have the power to overcome your fears, to rise above your challenges, and to conquer your own personal battlefield. The teachings of the Bhagavad Gita are timeless. They have been guiding us for thousands of years, and they continue to guide us today. They teach us about courage, about resilience, and about the power of the human spirit. Though the battlefield has changed, the wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita remains relevant. It reminds us that we are stronger than our fears, that we are capable of overcoming our obstacles, and that we have the power to create our own destiny. We've explored a variety of scenarios where this ancient sloka provides valuable guidance. Let's take a moment to recap what we've discovered and how these teachings from the Bhagavad Gita can still guide us in the modern world. In the first scenario, we tackled a tough project at work. Accomplishing a big task might seem daunting, just like the vast army that Duryodhana saw in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Yet, the sloka teaches us to focus on the task at hand, to maintain our determination and to persevere, just like the Pandavas did. This ancient wisdom encourages us to not be overwhelmed by the magnitude of the task, but to break it down, manage our time effectively, and carry out each part diligently. Next, we dived into overcoming personal obstacles. Life can be a battlefield filled with challenges and hurdles. The sloka reminds us that these obstacles are not insurmountable. The Pandavas, led by Drishtadyumna, Drupada's son, faced a formidable army. Yet, they stood their ground, demonstrating resilience and courage. Like the Pandavas, we too can overcome personal obstacles by exhibiting courage, resilience, and determination in the face of adversity. Moreover, the sloka teaches us to be humble and to respect our adversaries, just as Duryodhana did when he acknowledged the strength of the Pandavas. In the modern context, this could translate to acknowledging the complexity of a problem or the strength of a competitor. It is a reminder to never underestimate a challenge, but to approach it with respect and preparedness. The sloka also emphasizes the importance of strategy, as demonstrated by Drishtadyumna, a skilled strategist. In our lives too, strategic thinking can be the key to overcoming obstacles and achieving our goals. It's about planning, prioritizing, and making smart decisions that can guide us to success. Lastly, the sloka highlights the role of having a wise mentor. Duryodhana recognized the wisdom of Drishtadyumna, a student of his guru, Drona. This is a reminder of the value of learning from those who are more experienced or knowledgeable. In the modern world, mentors can provide us with guidance, advice, and insights that can help us navigate life's challenges and reach our full potential. In essence, this sloka from the Bhagavad Gita imparts timeless wisdom, encouraging us to face our challenges head-on with courage, resilience, strategic thinking, and the guidance of a mentor. These teachings are not just relevant, but indispensable in our modern lives, helping us to navigate the complexities of life and to emerge victorious, just like the Pandavas in the epic battle of Kurukshetra. As we've seen, the wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita can still guide us in the modern world. So, next time you're faced with a daunting challenge, remember the words of the Bhagavad Gita. And not just remember, but apply them in your daily life. You see, the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita are not just ancient wisdom, they are timeless truths that hold relevance even in our fast-paced modern world. When you encounter a tough situation, be it at work or in your personal life, see it as a battlefield, just like Arjuna did. But instead of weapons, arm yourself with wisdom, patience, and courage. Instead of enemies, challenges and obstacles as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. The Bhagavad Gita teaches us that every situation, no matter how difficult, can be approached with a calm mind and a brave heart. It reminds us that we are more than our problems and that within us lies the strength to overcome anything. Remember, every challenge is an opportunity for growth and learning. Embrace it with courage, wisdom, just as the Bhagavad Gita teaches us. Thank you for watching Joshua Stories. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more stories.